Hello everyone. Today we are going to check out my Over the Garden Wall collection. Now we've got a few visitors here. We have Enoch back there in the back, my little Enoch costume. He was stuffed at one time, but I took all the stuffing out. He's just kind of hanging out on a stool right now. And we got some little skeleton pumpkin head people and little old John Crops over there. So they're just going to hang out while we check all these things out. But I just wanted to check all this out and let you see what I've collected over the year since I found out about this show. And what better place to do all this than right here in the garden. And that's where we are. We're in one of my little herb gardens. So let me figure out where I'm gonna sit to do this, and then we'll check out what I got. Okay, so it's kind of windy today. It's not really cold. It's comfortable enough to be out here. I mean, the other day it was rainy all day. Yesterday it was so windy you couldn't hardly stand up. And today it's decent. So anyway, we're going to start. Now these are not exactly over the garden wall, but in another video, maybe back when I made my did my little pumpkin video, I mentioned all these decorations from the like 80s and early 90s of these ducks and geese with the blue ribbon on their necks, because this makes me think so much of Over the Garden Wall in their pilot episode where Greg is looking for a goose and they finally find the goose and he's got this big blue ribbon tied around his neck. And that's, again, just reminds me so much of these old decorations. And I've found these pieces recently at estate sales. This one says, "Welcome, friends." And that needs to be like my opening to my videos. Welcome, friends. But anyway, again, these aren't exactly over the garden wall things, but they just make me think of it. And then you can see my shadow down there. But see, the sun came out. Now it feels really nice. So let me start with another thing that's not exactly officially licensed pieces. These are just some rocks that I painted. In my town, we paint rocks and then we hide them downtown for kids to look for, kind of like an Easter egg hunt thing. But we paint rocks, and these aren't like exceptional paintings. These are just something I did like in 5 minutes. I just made a bunch of them, and then these were 3 that I thought were so cute that I decided to keep. So I will have those for my own little collection. Now, getting into like one of the first things I got over the garden wall, my sister got me this t-shirt. And speaking of the goose, there's the goose. Now it is a little bit breezy. I hope the wind is not like too annoying. I won't know until I like play the video back. But so my sister got me this shirt. I think it's like an unofficial piece. I think it's just like a fan-made piece. I've worn this several times. And then just recently, hey, I can hang that right on that wire. Recently I got these earrings, and they're super cute. These, you can look this person up, I guess, if you like these enough to want to buy them. But I found these at a local place here in my town, and I just thought, how cute are these? Wouldn't they look so good with that little shirt? Because the goose kind of matches the goose on the shirt. So those are pretty sweet. But these are based off those old 80s things. And then the next piece, let's see what else I got here. Now this is a official store-bought piece. These are some hats. I got these at a store called Box Lunch. And here I am advertising for these stores. I'm not going to mention every store that this stuff comes from, but they're pretty cute. You can see it's got the logo on the back. You got Wirt and Greg. Super cute. I love that Greg's has the rock, and I wished Greg's or Wirt's had something. I wished Beatrice was on his, but it's not. But it would have been so cute if she was like flying back here somewhere. All right, now the next thing that I've got is this really cute purse. It's kind of got an Greg inspired look to it with the color and the rock. There's the turtles. Super cute little piece. Still got the tags on it. I'm just gonna leave the tags. I mean, it ain't like I'm gonna actually be carrying a purse around, but I just got it for the collectible use. Super cute. There's the frog. There's Enoch down there. Then we of course have the DVD. This is probably the very first thing I got. Super cool. And then this bag here, you can see the name of this bag, the designer, if you want to look that up. Super cute little canvas tote bag. It's got the characters and a lot of the little pumpkin people from Pottsville. Super cute little bag. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I got these a couple months ago and I totally forgot because I just took all my stuff and shoved it in a box. I got this really cool shirt for my friend and I completely forgot it. I need to be wearing these. So here's Greg, and just some of the things that, some of the things about him. Potatoes and molasses. This is the one I got for myself. Really cute. Over the garden wall. And then this is not like, this is from Target. A lot of you may saw this or have this, but this makes me think of Over the Garden Wall. And then down inside, we've got a black turtle. And we got some stickers. I think my sister ordered those for me off of some website. I'm really not sure where she got those, but you can see a bunch of little stickers in there. And I just thought that'd be a good place to keep them. And next we got these really cute little socks, again from my sister. You can tell my sister has a internet shopping addiction, but I'm kind of happy about that because I get really cool stuff. So we got those. And then these, I got these off eBay. These are not officially licensed pieces, but they're really cute. The two brothers, I think these came from China. It took forever to get these, but they're super cool. And again, I don't know what my head shadow looks like, if it messes up the lighting or not. It's hard for me to even see what I'm recording because it's so bright outside. But anyway, those are pretty sweet. Now this little guy, I made him. He's of course the frog, because last year, the day after Halloween, I found out about the show on Halloween. So the next day, my brain started thinking, I got to do these costumes, and I went right away working on the Greg and the Wirt costumes, and of course we had to have a frog. So I made this. I just traced out the pattern myself and just made him completely out of my little mind. So there's my little frog. And then this is a really huge piece. I don't know how well I can spread this out, but it's a blanket. It's got the brothers on it there. It's got Beatrice and the little frog. Super cute. And it's got pumpkins around the edge. But I think my sister got me this also. And then of course, oh yeah, I gotta show these. These are super cute. There's some necklaces. These are like little necklaces. You can like break them apart and share them. Keep one and give one to your best friend, but I'm not going to pull them apart since I'm a collector. We're going to leave them just like they are. Super cute though. And then the other pieces of jewelry, we'll look at them one at a time. Let's see. I love this one on the bottom. Well, I like all three of these. These are all pretty cute. These are bracelets. Check out the little frog there, striking a pose. These are so cute. I say the word cute way too much. I'm sorry if that annoys people, but it's just this horrible habit that I've got. And then these are earrings. I was thinking, do I want to wear these? But if I wore any of these, it would be the rocks. I'm just crazy about that little rock. And then these have Greg dangling off the bottom. These are Wirt. These are cute. I think these came from Hot Topic. And then there's Enoch. Those are pretty sweet. And then the last, well, not the last thing, but the last little thing here. These little scissors. I don't know where I got them, but if you know enough about the show, you know what they have to do with the show. So they're sort of cool. I just bought those recently. And then this little thing, I really don't like the shadow. I haven't even taken this out of the thing yet. I did take it out to look at it, but this is signed by some of the guys that had, you know, worked on the show. This is the soundtrack, the record album. It's a really cool piece. These, the signed ones like this are like really high on eBay now. So I'm glad I jumped in there and got it when I did. There's a really cool picture of the Unknown. There's what it looks like inside. That's pretty sweet. And then it's got whatever this little piece is. I think it was just on the edge there. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And then, now if you know enough about the show also, the guy, the actor that talks for the frog, his name is Jack Jones. And this is an album from the 1960s of Jack Jones. And here's one. I kind of went crazy buying up his albums. I go to a lot of flea markets and antique shops, and I get these for like $2 a piece normally. But I just, you know, getting every one I could get my hands on just because of Jack Jones being the voice of the frog. So these are my little Jack Jones album collection. And I actually do sometimes play albums. I got me a new record player. I don't play it that very often, but anyway, I like old albums. They're just cool. And I like to take pictures of myself with a lot of these in the background because I like to recreate old looking pictures. So they're just cool for that. And I'm sure, oh yeah, this is a tape that I made myself. I just found an old tape that I thought looked like the one in the show. And I put that little label on it. So that's a little prop. And then here's my little Beatrice. I found that bird in a thrift shop and I thought it looked like her, so I painted it to look even more like her. So there's the bird and the frog. And I guess that's pretty much it. You know, this is, I'm hoping this video will be posted on Halloween. So this is like, tomorrow's Friday, so it'll be exactly a week till Halloween that I'm recording this. But anyway, I think that's all I've got. I'm sure I'm going to find something else. Now, oh, here's another thing. Here's a rock I painted. And I had another one somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, here's another one. I've been painting these rocks like crazy. This one actually sits in my flower bed. And then this one, he's just kind of hanging out in my room. I ain't decided where he's going to go yet. I don't know if I'll stick him out downtown for a kid to find it or what. But I paint a bunch of those. I've given a lot away already. But anyway, I guess I think that's all I got. Hope y'all have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one.